Hello and welcome back to my channel of free trade analysis. If you guys are new to my channel, then welcome to over here. And I am Wajid Kazmi, and I give you daily intraday trades, which are approximately 80 to 90% correct. And you guys can verify that fact by going through my previous videos, and you guys can check that for yourself. We make profits on a regular basis, and we make amazing profits together. And if you guys also want to make amazing profits, then just follow my videos and follow my levels and follow the scenarios that I give you guys. Even if you are a risky seller, I give you a scenarios. Even if you are a non-risky seller, then I give you scenarios, and we try to make the best out of the market. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up, and do not forget to click on the bell icon, as it is very important, as whenever I upload a video, so you get the notification and you guys do not miss any possible trading scenario that will come to your way, and you guys are not gonna miss any profit that we make together. Okay, so now let us begin our analysis for today, and also analyze the previous day's analysis as well. So first of all, we will analyze the USD dollar analysis, which is also known as the DXY analysis. When you were discussing DXY yesterday, you guys can clearly see market was trending over here, and we gave you this initial resistance area, and this was the second resistance, and this was the third resistance. And you guys can clearly see that our levels were respected in a beautiful manner, and this resistance was just tested and market fell exactly from there. Now how did we give you the trades? Our buying scenario, even the risky buying scenario and the non-risky buying scenario, both came into play beautifully, and we made good profit. Okay, so let me first check the non-risky profit that we would have made if we would have gone long from here. Our stop loss would be just below this candle, so this was an easy 4.8% profit. Okay, so and in the next trade, which was a risky buying setup, which was this was also executed, and let us check that how much profit would we have made. Our stop loss would be just below this previous candle, so this would be an easy 1.7% profit. And after these both scenarios were met, you guys can clearly see that this selling area was hit. And if you guys would have shorted from here, you guys would have made an amazing profit till here. At least I clearly gave you this scenario, and you guys can check my yesterday's video as well. If you guys would have entered from here, your stop loss would be exactly at this point, and your take profit would be somewhere around here. So this was an easy 6.9% minimum profit. So this was amazing selling profit, and our given trades were also met. You guys can clearly see this area was broken, and then once again this area was tested again over here, and then market gave us a selling opportunity from here. If we would have shorted from here, then still we would have made a good profit in this trade as well. So for example, if I take the entry from here, my stop loss would be over just here, but my stop loss would be hit. And so I think that this trade would have, this would be a risky trade, I think. So just for the sake of profit taking, that how much approximate profit would have come our way, it was approximately 3.5%. But this would be a risky trade, and I think that even if we take that 1% stop loss was hit in this trade, but still from the previous two trades we made good profits already. So now let us also check out the buying areas. So after this setup, we clearly gave you this area of buying, and you guys can clearly see that once market entered this area and gave us a good buying opportunity over here, we would have taken a good long trade, and we would have made a good profit till here. Okay, so now let me take this trade as well. So if our stop loss was just below this candle, our take profit would be just over here. So this was an easy 2.2% profit. So we have made in the four given scenarios, only one stop loss was hit. And our risk to reward is amazing, and we have made a good profit. So in all these trades. So now discuss the scenarios for tomorrow, that what market is going to do with us. Okay, so let me remove the previous scenarios. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see that when we were discussing last, market was over here, and now when we are discussing, market is over here. Okay, so if we just consider this area as an area of support, and you guys can clearly see it was respected over here, over here, and over here, over here, and over here twice, and then it was broken, and then this area was respected. So considering the short term, short and long areas, I think that yes, I think the market is sideways right now, as even this high has not been taken out and this low has not been taken out. But you guys can see that the push is towards buying. So let me also go to the 4-hour chart to have a better look at what the market is doing. Yes, I think market is sideways right now, and it is pressing. It is giving us a good buying press. So and if you guys want to mark the areas, I have already marked, and the areas from where we have to look for good long and good short trades in the 4-hour. So let me go back to the 1-hour chart, and let me give you guys the fresh trade, so you guys do not miss on any profit that could come to your way. Okay, so I think that I'm going to mark my resistance area a little above. So my resistance area would now change and shift over here. Okay, you guys can clearly see it has been respected here, here, and over here as well. Okay, so this would be my recent area of resistance, and the support area is going to remain same. So most of the previous days scenarios are going to remain as they were. So if market tests this area and closes below this area, we are going to go short. And if market just simply closes below this area, then if we are a risky seller, then maybe we can go short from here. And if we are a non-risky seller, then we are going to wait for the market to break this support, and then to retest this support, and then to close below once again. Okay, but most probably we are going to look for good buying scenarios. So if market tests this area, the support area once again, and market closes above this area, we are going to go long from here. And secondly, if market simply breaks above this area, then we can go long from here as well, if you are a risky buyer, of course. And thirdly, if market breaks above this resistance, and then market retests this resistance, and then market once again closes above this resistance, and then we can go long. Okay, and also another buying scenario is going to remain valid if market closes above this resistance, and then market retests this resistance again, and then market closes above this resistance. Okay, so I think that we have to be vigilant, as buying is more critical in this pair. And you guys, as you know, the bonus areas of selling are same. That this area is critical to sell. As you guys can clearly see, this area was respected today as well. So if at any given point of time market enters this area, we have to be vigilant that if market enters here, we have to go short from here or from here. So, and if at any given point of time market enters this zone once again, then we have to look for good buying opportunity. Okay, so that's all for the dollar analysis for today. And let us move on to the Euro USD analysis. Okay, in the Euro USD analysis, when we were discussing yesterday, the market was over here, and we gave you buying setup if market entered this zone, and you guys can clearly see market almost touched our support area, and then market went up in a great manner. Okay, so let me take this trade, that if you guys would have long taken a long trade from here, your take profit would be approximately 7.9%, which is amazing. Okay. And another scenario that was met was the selling setup that would have hit. As you guys can clearly see, market was over here and market tested this area of resistance, and you guys can clearly see that I gave you this selling setup, that if market tested this area of resistance and market closed below this area, then we would go short. You guys can clearly see market was over here when we were discussing, and market went up, and market tested this area and then closed below this area. Okay, the amount of profit that we would have made, let me just check it out. This would be amazing profit because our stop loss would be really small, just above this candle, and our take profit would be approximated till here. So even if we stretch it a little on a safer side, this was an easy 13.6% profit, which is amazing. Okay, so in the selling area setup and in the buying setup, we made good profits from both the areas. Okay, so I think it was a good day in Euro USD as well. And afterwards we gave you this scenario, that if market breaks above this area, if you are a risky buyer, maybe you could go short, but I think you could have hit your stop loss being a risky buyer. But if you were not a risky buyer and you guys would have waited for this market to test this area once again and close above this area, and you guys could have gone long over here, then still you would be running in good profit. Okay, so let me take this last setup. So our take profit would be approximately till here, and our stop loss would be uh, just below this area. So this was an easy 2.3% profit in this safe buying setup. Okay. So okay, so now let me uh, remove the previous setups, and let me give you guys the new setups to trade this Euro USD, and just so you guys do not miss on any potential profit that could come to your way. As you guys clearly know, market was over here when we were discussing. Now market is a little upward, and market is in a little bit buying momentum, but you guys have to be vigilant that mainly the press is it's sell pressure that is taking place. So let me also have a look at the 4-hour chart for you guys. And you guys can clearly see that market remained total sideways. Okay, from here till here. Okay, so market remained sideways. Market did not break below this support region, and market did not break above this recent high, liquidation high. So let us go back to the 1-hour chart, and let us mark our areas, so we guys have a good idea as what to expect tomorrow. So I am expecting that this area would be taken out tomorrow, or anything can happen, but let me just mark these areas. So this will be an area of resistance. Let me mark it in red color, and another area of support will be this area is the new area of recent support. Okay, so let me mark it in green color. Okay, so how are we going to trade? We are going to mark our recent support area. Now this area will also return into an area of support, so I'm going to change its color to green, and I'm going to mark my new support level, which is currently being tested as well. But I think that uh, Yes, I don't really think so that there is any major difference in this area and the previous. So if we consider this region as a buying area, so I am going to give you the trades accordingly. So if market tests this area of support and market closes above this area, we are going to look for a good buying setup. And if market closes above this resistance, then we are going to look for a risky buying setup. And if market closes above this area and then market retest this resistance, then we are going to go long if we are a non-risky buyer. Okay, so on the other hand, if market tests this area of resistance and market closes below this area, then we are going to go short. And if we are a risky seller and market closes below this area of resistance of support, then we are going to go short straight away. And thirdly, if market closes below this area of support and market retests this area and then once again market closes below this area, then we can go short once again. Okay, so these will be our areas. So now let me just give you some bonus areas from where we can look for a good buying area. So that will be this area and this area. So these two are bonus areas to buy this pair, and the bonus area to sell this pair is of course this region and majorly this region. Okay, so if at any given point of time market enters this area, we are going to look for a good selling opportunity from both of these regions and even above this region. Okay, so as the major pressure is for selling in this pair, so we are majorly looking for a good selling opportunity. So let us just be vigilant in Euro USD and just trade accordingly. Okay, so now let us move on to the next pair, which is GBP. GBP USD pair. Okay, so in this pair, what happened is that market was trending over here, and we gave you this area of resistance, and you guys can clearly see that market almost tested this area over here and then closed below this area. Then we could have gone short over here and made a good profit till here, and then once again market went up and almost break even our trade, and then we could have gone short once again if we would have been vigilant to take a trade. Okay, so now let me mark my first trade that happened, which was the selling setup from here. Okay, so our stop loss would be just above this area and our take profit would be approximately 4.5%. Okay, so this would be a 4.5% profit. And after the second selling scenario would be something like this when market closed over here. Okay, our stop loss would be just over here and the take profit would be here. So this was an easy 1% profit. Okay, so and when market entered over here, then we gave you this buying opportunity, buying area as well. If you were a risky buyer, then we could have gone taken this trade and made almost a 1% profit. So let me just check. So my stop loss would be over here. So this was an easy 1.1% profit. So then we gave you a non okay, so first of all let me just check the risky sell. We gave you that if market closed below this area of support we could have gone short. So let me just mark this trade as well. So if you were a risky seller you could have gone short from here and your take profit would be approximately over here. So this was a 1.4% profit if you were a seller. And if then we gave you this selling area upon a retest, you guys can clearly see market broke below this area, then market once again crossed this area, and then market once again broke below and market closed below this area, and we could have gone short upon a retest, which was this area. Okay, so let me take this trade. My stop loss would be just above this previous candle, and my take profit would be approximately over here. So this was an easy 3.4% profit. Okay, and later on we gave you the bonus areas, and you guys can clearly see that market entered this area. You guys can clearly see over here, and market shot up once, and second time again as well. So if you guys were vigilant to take small profits from these areas, then that would have also been a good area for buying this GBP USD pair. Okay, so now as you guys know that we were discussing when this pair market was over here, and now market has broken this low, and market is currently trending over here. So we are expecting some kind of retracement tomorrow. So let me open the 4-hour chart. Yes, and you guys can clearly see that this liquidation low has been taken out, and then some, and now I'm expecting some kind of retracement tomorrow. So I think the buying scenario would be more vigilant tomorrow, but you never know. It is a selling trend that is in place, so quite possible that market is going to remain negative. So let me just remove all the previous drawings, and let me mark the fresh drawings. So what I am expecting is that market to at least retrace till here, and then market to further go down. Okay, so this is my setup, but you never know that what can happen. So let me mark my areas once again, and you guys can clearly see that this area has been tested now. Okay, so the recent area of high of resistance is this in the 4-hour. Okay, and the next area of support is this. Okay, so we have to just wait and watch that what can happen. So now I am expecting this area to be tested sometime soon, but this will not be tested straight away. I think it will take some time. So let me just go to the 1-hour chart. So as you guys can clearly see that currently in the 1-hour chart, if market is making a double bottom from here, then we are going to go long. And if I think that I take a Fibonacci test from here till here, so I'm expecting the retracement till here at least. Okay, so okay, so how are we going to take a trades? Let me mark my short-term areas of support and resistance. Okay, so my short-term area of resistance would be this area. Okay, let me mark it in red color. And my short-term area of support will be this zone, exactly where market currently is at. Okay, so and has it been tested in any time previously? And you guys can clearly see market has been tested over here and over here and over here as well. So clearly this area is of importance. So how are we going to take a trade? It is not at all tricky anymore. So if I mark this area as an area of resistance, no, and this, so this area is, I think, a good area of resistance. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see that my market is now going below this area. The lowest point was 4808, and now market as market is going below. So for 623, and over here the lowest point is 4629. So this candle has broken this low, So I think the double bottom might, I am not sure if double bottom is still in play or not. Anyway, but still we are going to mark our areas. So mark our trade. So if market tests this area of support and market closes above this area, we are going to go look for a good opportunity to long this pair. And secondly, if market just closes above this area of resistance and we are a risky buyer, we are going to go long straight away. And thirdly, if market closes above this area of resistance and then market retests this area and then market closes above this area, we are going to go long after that. And thirdly, if market tests, okay, so another trade would be market as this area of resistance and closes below this area, we are going to go short. And secondly, if market just simply closes below this area of resistance, we are going to go short if we are a risky seller. And thirdly, if market tests this market breaks below this area of support and then market retests this area of support and then market closes below this area, then we are going to go short. Okay, so now let's talk about some trades that can happen in a bonus scenario. So number one would be this area and second area would be from here. So if at any given point of time market enters over here, we are going to look for a good opportunity to buy, and from here as well we are looking for a good opportunity to buy. Okay, and similarly we are looking for a good opportunity to sell from this area. Okay, so now that's all from the GBP USD pair. So now let us move on to the next pair, which is the gold pair. So now let us do the gold analysis for today, which is also known as the XAUUSD analysis. So now first of all, let us discuss that from where we left off and what market did with us. So you guys can clearly see that we gave you several setups and some of those were executed. So when we were discussing, market was over here and we gave you this area of resistance, and you guys can clearly see that if we would have taken a long trade, a risky long, then we would have hit a stop loss. But if we would have taken our this long trade upon a retest, then still our stop loss would be hit if we would have not break even our trade. But thirdly, when we gave you this selling setup, that when market closes below this area, then we can go short upon a retest. You guys can clearly see that market closes below this area, and then upon a retest market closed below once again, and then we could go short from here. Okay, so let me take this trade and let me tell you that how much profit would have come to your way if you would have taken this trade. Okay, so stop loss would be over here, and oh, our take profit would be amazing, simply amazing. Okay, so our take profit would be approximately till here. So this would be an amazing 16%, 16.1% profit from this trade. So even if we would have hit two of our stop losses, this trade would have covered all our losses and given us an trade of a profit of 16%, which is huge. Okay, so now on the other hand, we gave you another area to sell, which was this area. Then you guys can clearly see that if even if you were a risky seller, you could have gone short from here, and if you were a non-risky seller, then you could have gone short when market almost tested this area, and you guys had to be vigilant to sell this pair once again. Okay, so I think huge profits would have come to your way if you guys would have shorted from here. Your stop loss would be over here, and your take profit would be okay. So this would have given you a 27.6% profit, which is huge. This is amazing profit that could have come to your way. If you were a risky seller, and if you were a non-risky seller, then you could have shorted when market entered over here once again and market closed below this area. But since this was not a selling candle, then you guys had to look for a 15-minute buying candle, and you guys can clearly see that this was a selling candle. If you guys would have taken a trade in the 15 minutes, then still some profit would have come to your way, approximately 1.5% a minimum profit. And if you guys would have continued to sell this pair further, and you guys can clearly see that it was a selling pressure that was being created, and then you guys could have shorted from here or even from here when it was a confirmation of selling. Okay, so even if you take a sell trade from here, our take profit would be approximately here, so this would be a 6% profit. And lastly, if we would have sold from here, our stop loss would be over here and our take profit would be over here, so this would be a 5.5% profit. So overall, gold would have given us good profits. So now let us go back to the 1 hour chart and also the 4 hour chart. Okay, so I think let me just give you the fresh levels in gold as well, so we do not get confused tomorrow. As you guys can clearly see that new levels are being tested, and market has broken below the previous. Market has broken this level and this level, and now it has made a new low. So how low further can how low gold can go further? You guys can clearly see that it has taken the previous 2 months low as well. This was July, and we have taken out its low as well, quite by far. Now this area is going to act as an area of resistance. Okay, so let me mark this area as well. In the 4 hour, this is a major area of resistance. Okay, so if I go to the 1 day, you guys can clearly see in the daily this area has been tested over here and over here and even over here. So we have broken below this area. Now we can expect some kind of what you guys can say retracement. So how much retracement would that be? That would just give us a good understanding if we check out the 1 week chart. Okay, so even in the 1 week's chart, we can see that our support has been broken, and now this is going to act as an area of resistance. Even though if this week closes below this area of resistance, and then it is quite possible that we are going to get into a good selling trend. Okay, so now let me go back to the first into the 4 hour chart, and let me mark the fresh areas for you guys. Okay, so now currently this area is now going to act as an area of short-term resistance. Okay, and another area, now the most recent area of support will be this area. Okay, so let me mark it in green color. So now let me go to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so in the 1 hour chart, what you guys can see clearly is that this support area is being respected. Let me mark my most recent area of support, which will be this area. Now let me change its color to green, and let me mark another recent area of resistance, which will be this. Okay, so how are we going to take trades in gold? Let me just give you the exact scenarios. So if market has this resistance area and market closes below, we are going to go short. And secondly, if market just closes below this area of support, we are going to go short. And thirdly, if market closes below this area of support and then market retests this area, then we are going to go short once again. Okay, and similarly, if market closes above this area of resistance and then market retests this area, we are going to go long. Okay, and secondly, if market just simply tests this area of support and market close above this area, we are going to go long. And thirdly, if market just close above this area of resistance, we are going to go long straight away. Okay, so these will be the possible scenarios to buy and sell this pair, and we are going to look for a good selling opportunity from this area. Oh, sorry, and from this area as well. Okay, and we are looking for good buying opportunity from this area. So these will be my bonus areas. Okay, so let me change its color to green. So further, these areas of resistance, I don't think so these are in play anymore. So I think tomorrow market is going to retrace a little bit, as you guys can clearly see that in the 1 hour chart, the market is currently, the RSI is at 22, 21, 23. So if yes, the RSI is also indicating that it will go long tomorrow. So I think that we have to be vigilant that market will give us a good retracement, and we have to be vigilant to sell from this area or from this area. Okay, so now if you guys would have taken all the scenarios in your mind and you have to trade accordingly, so just be vigilant tomorrow and do not miss on the any profit that could come to your way. And now please subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon so you guys can receive regular notifications, and also give us a thumbs up. And that's all for today's videos. See you guys in the next session. Thank you.